Animals are fascinating to watch. If you've ever had pets or if you have pets currently, it's so fun and so awesome just to see the presence that they have in their bodies. They're always up for anything. They're always fully present, fully immersed in the here and now. And even when things happen that kind of shake their confidence or can kind of threaten or scare them, they're easily able to shake it off, like sometimes literally with a shake, and just move forward, ready for the next thing. The thing about humans, though, even though technically we are animals, is that we operate very differently. Humans actually spend a lot of time in the past and the future. So much so that it actually leads to our own harm and our own detriment. And we often get in our own way. Hi, my name is Keisha Dent. I'm a certified mindset hypnotist and the author of Life Change Now. And today I want to ask you a question. Does the past even exist? Is it real? The past really is an interpretation of how we experience time and space. Astrophysicists are really blowing my mind. In fact, there's an excellent older PBS miniseries called The Fabric of the Cosmos with Brian Greene. And there's a section on time, which completely just blows my mind every time I think about it. But what we really are experiencing is just a present moment. We experience it as being a long present moment just because of the way we perceive time, because of our human lifespans. To other creatures or other living things, such as old, hundreds of years old trees, our lifespan is actually really, really short. But regardless of how we perceive it, we are simply in one long second, one long time, one long present, really. And the concept of the past is simply how we make sense of what is happening. The past is a collective thought. It's a collective idea. And yet we spend years of energy on the past. And the thing about this is it so often results in negative feelings and feelings that harm us, that hold us back, that get in our way. So here's a quick story. I made a mistake recently. So being a business owner, when you run your own business, you wear a lot of different hats, right? You're not just the hypnotist. You're also doing all these other administrative tasks, marketing tasks, bookkeeping tasks, etc. Especially and until you are able to bring on a team to do so. You're spinning a lot of plates. And I am so happy to say at the end of this summer, I actually will have been doing this for 3 years, which is really incredible. I'll be starting my 4th year this fall. So for 98% of those 3 years, I've been juggling many balls expertly. But of course, it's always the mistakes, right? That we always dwell on, always. It's so easy to do that. And recently, I actually missed 2 consultation calls. So of course, I always invite you here in these videos to do a consultation call with me. And throughout that time, I've always been able to, to keep them on track, keep them straight. This is it. This is here on this day at this time. This is it. This day at this time. And I'm able to do that. Now, the first time I missed this, it wasn't my fault. It actually was a tech glitch, which, I'm still not happy about it, of course, but it was actually someone else's responsibility to make that happen, and that fell through. But the second time I missed it, which was recently, it was my fault. I just literally got distracted. And it's the equivalent of, when you watch a football player and that football is right there. It's supposed to land in the hands. And for whatever reason, the football catcher, receiver, doesn't close the hands and it just bounces off. It's just a dumb mistake, right? Just dropped a perfectly thrown ball for no reason. So I can kind of relate. I just screwed up. I lost the opportunity. I most likely lost the ability to connect to that person. And I potentially also messed up the person, the relationship with the person who referred me, because I'm like, I don't know who referred the person to me. So I was beating myself up a lot about it recently, a lot. And you know what? I finally, especially after complaining to several people and commiserating, I finally said, you know what? What is this really doing? I'm dwelling in the past. and I'm feeling so angry and so guilty that it's actually stealing energy from the present. Okay? It's stealing my peace. It's stealing my joy. And I'm having these weird thoughts even of maybe I'm not good at this. That's just it. It never stays at just that, right? It starts to spiral down. Now I start thinking about all the mistakes I've ever made in my life since middle school and high school, and why they all equate to the fact where I will always be a screw up and nothing will ever go right in my life. How easily it gets to these dark, dark areas, okay? So I want to bring this up because it's so important to know that all the things that we want, that we desire in this life, all the things that we want to feel about ourselves, to feel about our lives and our purpose and our place in the world, it's always desired feelings that are driving us. These can only be felt when in the present. We can only feel good in the present. We can only get what we want in the present. We can only achieve what we want in the present. We can only get the love, the satisfaction, the joy, the contentment, the fulfillment, the peace right now, here in the present. And when we're feeling the opposite feelings of those things, it's most likely because we are not being present. And we're often in the past, okay? And now negative feelings certainly have their use, okay? And for sure, it is natural and good and okay for us to feel things, even the lower emotions, the lower feelings, such as sadness and grief and even things. There's even place for things called jealousy and things like that. And I'm certainly not discounting the horrible things of betrayals, the abuses, the violations that have been done against you. However, it's really, really important to know that the more we dwell in those areas, the more we dwell on the past and the past pain that's happened in our lives, that's when it begins stealing from you. It begins stealing from your time and your power. And your time and your power are two of your most precious resources that you have on this planet. So when you find yourself stuck, reliving past mistakes, past wrongs over and over, you've got to choose, number one, to come back into the present. You've got to come back into the present and talk to yourself, say things like, I am here now. I can't change it. I can't change what I did. I can't change the mistake I made. I can't change the wrong that was done to me. But I can change now. I can make now better. I can improve right now, my present, my life, right now. Number two is just really to decide what you want to feel instead. So instead of feeling the negative and harsh feelings of the past, decide what do you want to feel instead? Because now is the opportunity to feel those things. And the more you can feel those things, and the more often you can feel those things, the happier you're going to be. So what do you want to feel instead? Peace? Power? Good? Better? Confident? Calm? In control? Happy? Joyful? Okay, decide what you want to feel right now. And number three is to ask yourself, well, what thought can I feel right now to give me that feeling? And this is where the power comes in, where you can change. Again, I can't change that, what I did, the mistake that I did, but I can put things in place to make sure that doesn't happen again. I can try harder and do a better job. I can't change what was done to me and the hurt and the pain and the neglect and the abandonment that was done to me in the past, but I can choose to take back my power. Okay, I can choose to recognize the fact that I am safe right now. I'm safe here. I'm okay now. I've made it through it. I survived it because I'm strong, I'm capable, and I'm going to be okay moving forward. I love myself, and I'm giving myself the love that X person withheld from me or didn't give to me. I have more opportunities for that now. So it's all about just changing and using the thoughts and starving out the past and feeding the present, because the present is where everything you want resides. So that's it for today. Definitely, if you are interested in going further in this, if you feel as though the past has a hold on you, I want you to know that it can be easier for you to be able to deal with this. Hypnosis is a powerful, powerful way to become more present, to be able to release the hold of the past. If you're curious about how hypnosis can work, please reach out to me. You can get a free consultation. Just do a chat with me, find a little bit more. You can check it out at my website, which is www.newworldhypnosis.com. You also find other free resources as well available to you. So that's it for today. Thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying the summer or the winter if you're in the Southern Hemisphere. And remember always, in order to change your life, you must first change yourself. Thank you so much, and take care and enjoy.